Hey everyone, welcome to Kale Cupcakes and Diapers. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, especially if you're interested in healthy-ish eating as well as anything dealing with babies and kids. Now enough of that promo, let's get started. I gave birth to my son back in March, and I must admit that I completely overpacked. There were so many things that I did not use. However, there were 7 items that I had that I'm so glad that I did. Did you forget about these in your bag? Let's check and see. Now, the first item that I was really glad to have were these. My Depends. I really didn't think that I was going to be using these so young. I thought I had at least another 30 or 40 years in me, but they came in really handy for this time. Why? For 2 reasons. 1, they serve as underwear, and 2, they serve as pads. So you don't have to worry about destroying your own personal underwear. These you can just, once they're dirty, you can toss them out, which is perfect and exactly what you need. The next item I'm going to show you is this. My witch hazel pads, witch hazel pads. I was introduced to these during my first pregnancy, and what they do is they help cleanse and refresh. So after your vaginal delivery, assuming you should have one, you aren't able to use toilet tissue. So you have to have something to wipe yourself. The doctor or the hospital is going to give you a peri bottle, which has like a little nozzle on top of it. I'll link a picture right here so you can know what it is. And you fill it up with water, and then when you're in the shower, you squeeze it so that the water can cleanse your vagina. You can't rub, obviously, because you just gave birth. So afterwards, you take a couple of these, you put them in the lining of your underwear, and you pull them up. What they do is really just make sure you feel much cleaner, and it also provides some sort of soothing element so you're not as sore. The third thing that I'm going to show you is this, what I feel is the most important items that you can have in your bag. Snacks, okay? Snacks. Because there's nothing like being hangry, okay, and waiting for hospital food to arrive. So it's always great to have snacks. Why? For obvious reasons. Who doesn't love a good snack? The next thing are your chargers. Whether it's for a laptop, your iPhone, your iPad, whatever it is, make sure you have your charger. I feel like chargers are one of those things that is really not rocket science, but for some reason they always get left behind. So make sure you have these, especially when you want to FaceTime mom and dad, or in some instances where spouses aren't able to be at the hospital for whatever reason. It's always great to make sure that you have your wires available. The next item I'm going to show you are these hair ties. I don't know about you, but for some reason, these go missing in my house like it's nothing. These and bobby pins, but these are really important. Who knows, you might have a long labor and it's gonna get hot in there. So you're definitely gonna wanna have a few of those on hand to throw that hair up. But then also, once you freshen up, you don't wanna look like Medusa, so a couple of hair ties will get that hair back in check. The next item I'm gonna show you is this. A breast pump. Now you only need this if you're planning on breastfeeding, but it's important to kind of have if you already purchased one. When you go to the hospital after you give birth, you're usually able to rent a breast pump. But because we're in the middle of a pandemic, I was really weary, or is it eerie? Weary. I don't know. I was really nervous. That's going to be the word I use. Nervous about using anything provided by the hospital, just because you don't know if there's more germs on there. So I decided to just bring my own. And speaking of pandemic, the 7th item that you should definitely have is this. Your own face mask. Oh, that's great. Did you see that? There we go. These items right here are still in high demand, and a lot of hospitals are short-staffed and won't provide you one. So for the safety of you and your child, definitely be sure to bring a face mask. If you're having a partner with you or a doula or whoever's coming, make sure they have one as well. Last item also is sanitizer. Now this is a hot commodity as well. I know it's very hard to find these. If, however, you do have some, definitely bring it. Hospitals have hand sanitizer stations, so it's really not necessary, I guess, for you to bring your own. But for me, giving birth during the pandemic, it was really important for me to have all my items really close. So even though there was a hand sanitizer station right outside the door, I would prefer to stay right where I was and use my own. So that's it. That's my list of items that I had in my bag that I found most useful, and I hope this helps many of you. If you're interested in hearing about my birth experience, please click the link down below. Link down below. Otherwise, hope to see you in my next video. Bye.